I went out to get contacts because Mama gotta get out of here by tomorrow. And I went to get more coffee. My husband said, just go get more coffee. Right? So I'm just relaxing for a little bit, then I'm gonna go get some food from the food bank again. I could have gone tomorrow, but they're closed tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go today. Pack up for the weekend, for today, and for Saturday and after tomorrow. But I think I got a lot of coffee today because I keep taking the light one. There's no strong anymore. So yeah, it's okay. It gets rid of dead skin, the lipstick that I'm wearing. Be right back. So I already contacted a few people. The only options that I have right now is to just reach out to the Ethiopian and Sudanese community. Yeah, I reached out to the Ethiopian community because, yeah, that's the people that I knew when I was living here before. Anyways, and I also think it's because like my husband is jealous, you know. Meaning there's this like Ethiopian guy that was like trying to get with me, like he was trying to start a family with me here, right? When I was like hanging out with those girls. So my husband is like, I'm gonna show you. It's so possessive, y'all. Like I'm stressing out today and this is the only thing that makes me happy. My husband, okay? Him getting possessive. Imagine that. Yeah, I think he's jealous. Or possessive, I don't care. But yeah, the reason he did it, he wants me to reach out to them, is because I'm reading his psyche, guys. There's no way I'm just good at analyzing people. I'm married, okay? If you can read a guy's head, it's over for those bitches, okay? So, you know how like you make connections when when you're married, have like married friends, other married friends. So he's like, you're not gonna have those friends with that guy, so I'm gonna take you from him and I'm gonna make them my friends too. And I'm like, cheers. Yeah, you know, everybody can tell like he can afford to get me a house and stuff. Again, do not forget, you guys, he is an entertainer. So meaning, you know, you don't get paid like with cash. You still do, but mainly, you know, you get paid with like through like your network, you know what I mean? You give people favors and stuff. Yeah. And just like what I'm doing right now, promote, and then I'm gonna get something off of it, whatever. That's what artists do, by the way, you know. Yeah. So anyways, you know, that's what we're doing. I just texted them, so like I'll wait and see, right? So I literally went to the church. Because that's where I used to go when I was like 21, when I was like 15. And I got their contact information. So I'll tell you how I met them. I was from Surrey, okay? And buses or sky trains in Surrey and Vancouver, the lower mainland, buses don't stop. It runs all night, and you know what I mean? Me coming from there to Fort St. John, right? I went to Save-Ons, not Food Safe. Wait, Safeway, Food Safe. I have my books here. I'm like thinking of Food Safe and my work and all of that stuff because I'm a medical professional. But anyways, I went to Save-Ons and then somebody dropped me off there, my roommate at the time. And then I walked to the bus stop and I was waiting there. And I didn't know the bus stops at 6 p.m. on a weekday. And it was on a Sunday. I was waiting there on the cold. And I didn't know. I didn't know the town. I was just waiting there for, I don't know, I think I waited there for like 3 hours. I swear to God. And my phone died on me. You know what I mean? And then those couple, they pulled up. You know what I mean? The same church that I met, I just went to. So I think they were just leaving the church, right? When they picked me up. They didn't pick me up, but they're like, do you know pastor, this person, blah, 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 like a Nigerian pastor? I'm like, no, you know what I mean? And they're like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm waiting for the bus. I want to go home. They're like, oh my gosh, the bus doesn't come now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy, I was thinking that. And guess what? Before they came, my phone died, and I cried. I swear to God, I cried. I never cried like that. It was so cold. I didn't know where to go. You know what I mean? I think the cold got in my head. Like, it was really bad. And then they're like, we'll give you a ride. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. And then I thought they were a Caribbean couple, right? First of all, they're older, so they looked harmless, right? They were careful, like, because I, like, read where I'm at, like, my environment, although I was, like, waiting for the bus in the cold. Anyway, so I thought they were Caribbean. They looked Caribbean. They're Ethiopian. And then I got in the car. They had a van. And then they were talking, and they started speaking Amharic. I'm like, oh my gosh, in Amharic. I'm like, do you guys know Amharic? I speak Amharic. They're like, oh my gosh, you speak Amharic too? No. And then, yeah, the rest is history. So, yeah, they picked me up. They took me to my place, and then they gave me their contact information, and then I started going to their church. And then I told my mom about it and stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know why I was waiting there. It was super weird, considering that I just, like, moved from Surrey, right, at the time. Remember the pastor that I was telling, like, he was keeping us at his church for so long, and then there's, like, other Ethiopians that were going there. There's other, like, East Africans, like South Sudanese and North Sudanese as well. I don't even know how he finessed North Sudanese to go to church because they're mainly Muslim. But anyways, yeah, I don't know why I was waiting there, right? And I didn't, even bother to look at the time that buses come, because I usually do. Anyways, I guess it was worth it. I was 21. Yeah. By the way, that was my first time, like, moving away from home, right? I remember it to this day. That's why I moved back to Fort St. John, because I was in, Saskatchewan, and then, I don't know, I just couldn't get my life together. And then I sat down, I'm like, when was the time I was so independent? I was, like, making money, I was not in debt, I was, like, driving a car, or, like, I got my driver's license, I have my own stable job, and I'm like, ding, 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 Fort St. John. The first time I moved from home, I came here, I got a job, I got, like, I was, like, sharing a house still, right? Still paying my own bills, and I saved a lot of money, and then I was buying my own food. I paid to get my driver's license, and I paid for driving school. I remember that, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back just to chase that stability again, because I, for the love of God, I couldn't get my life right in Saskatchewan or the lower mainland. So now I'm back here. It's working so far, I guess. So we'll see in a few months. But I left out something. So I was, like, talking about my husband, and I said everybody, right? I should slow down and just finish my sentences, I think I get bored and I just, like, fuck it, and then I'm not considerate of my viewers, so I'm being considerate now. You guys be proud of me, I'm improving, okay? So I think I said everybody, right? So, like, I was, like, literally contacting everybody, right? And then, like, I don't know, I think they knew, like, my husband's, like, setting me up for something, and then they can pick up on it. He's jealous, so they're like, okay, because again, he's famous, he talks about that stuff, about women hurting him. No woman is hurting him, by the way. So being married to a Scorpio is hard, you guys. That's why they go for Capricorn women like myself, because we're not crazy. Although, why am I crazy though? We're crazy. Like, if you are a Capricorn woman and you have a dominant water in your chart, you tend to hide your craziness. Like, people don't know it. There's time and place for it, you know what I mean? Because I've been in situation where I'm like, oh, this like business lady, and then somebody finds my Facebook or my other personality's page, and then they're like, holy shit, this girl's batshit crazy. I think we're just good at it, because Capricorn, they're all about their money, okay? So they're not about to ruin their other personalities, like mix it, you know what I mean? So it's like this, okay? Maybe that's why I don't take it personal. I'll get to the point. When I say I don't want to be part of this group, or like if they don't want to be part of my group, I'm not gonna get offended. It's just, it is what it is. It's because I have my own alter egos, like a lot, and I don't mix them. Like, even my own alter egos, you guys, they have different classes, like me, my personality, my own delusional shit that I created. They have their own class, and they all have their own money, you know what I mean? There's the actual me, my government name, that's what makes me money. And then there's my alter ego on the internet. Oh my god, I have a lot of alter egos on the internet. So there's the comedy channel, and then there's this channel, the surviving. This is the one that people call me crazy the most. I'm okay by it, by the way, you know what I mean? If you're surviving something, you're gonna be crazy, right? And then I have my beauty channel, and then I have my Facebook, and then I have my medical page. That's very professional. I don't curse there. So yeah, all of them gives me some sort of recognition. So which alter ego makes me the most? Because again, nowadays, your net worth is your net worth. You know which one makes me the most money? My beauty channel. Don't know. It just connects me with a lot of people, again, because the beauty industry is like blooming, right? And then I have like mainly white genetics, right? So like the beauty standards, so I'm closer, like proximity to whiteness, Yeah, which brings me to another topic, because I do have like other ethnicity in me. So I realized something. So some people, they inflict pain on me, you know what I mean? Again, because of my white genetics, because I know how to like utilize things. That's what they're saying. I didn't say that. I didn't say I know how to utilize things because I'm white. They're saying that, okay? But my whitest placement is my what's it? Okay, so Saturn, and then I have Aquarius in Saturn. And Aquariuses are very like forward thinking, they're they're the movers and the shakers and all of that stuff. That's what astrologers say, right? So my Aquarius placement, that's my British side, and then my Sagittarius. I don't know why I'm thinking of my Italian side now. But yeah, my Saturn placement is Irish, right? So that placement actually gives me a lot of like attention, like popularity, right? So I realized when people like inflict pain on me, they want to see how I'm going to deal with it, so they can like copy it and take it to their community, the community that I'm mixed with. Like, it's really bizarre, because I'm like sitting and I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Like, we share the same genetics. Like, it's really weird, why do you want me to be homeless? And there's 3 different races, right? You could not be like from that country, but say for example, right, Dubai, right? It's an Arab country, but the British helped it build, right? And then I don't know, maybe like other Asian countries, they get like inspired by it, whatever. They need a home or some shit, your home country, right? And then my body is like my home country. Is it like it's my home, right? So like, it's weird. Why would you inflict pain, and then when I fix it, you want to take credit for it? Like, it's really weird, They said like, they're implying it. They didn't say it, you know what I mean? Am I an experiment? So Um, I remember in high school, I was like hanging out with those girls, like I told you guys about it, right? So one of them like opened a salon, right? Was it a nail store, whatever? So like she gave us like free manicure and stuff, and then the two girls, they're like, you go first. Like they wanted to test that on me first. I'm like, you don't have confidence in your friend. Why are you asking me to do that? You know what I mean? Like, anyways, you know. And then I got my nails from my friend's side, right? And then I realized like with my friend's side, I like absorb things. You know what I mean? Like I'm one with everything, right? French women are very sensual, right? So, anyways, like that was weird. Like looking back, like why do you want me to go first, test it on me, and see like if it's gonna, you know, if I'm gonna, make it look good. I don't know what it was, but that was really bizarre. you know, why are you telling me you need me? I thought that was your friend. Why didn't you have trust in her? I trusted. I'm like, oh, you can do it. It was a nice ass design, by the way. And then they all went after me and they're like, oh, we're gonna get French design afterwards. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I remember I got this color. I'm like, my pills. Okay, I got this color, like hot pink, you know. But yeah, if my friend brings her, whatever, her nail kit to the mall, trying to give us free pedicure or whatever, I'm gonna support her, right? Why not? Anywho, yeah, because again, this like inflicting pain, whatever. Because I know other mixed people, right? They don't get the same treatment as me, Because I still like share Japanese genetics, right? It's weird. Or like Saudi Arabia and black genetic, It's like, why do you want my white side to take the pain? Like, just like reading your psyche, Are you like saying that I'm saving you when you're not hurting other parts of me? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm not stroking my ego. You're saying, you're implying it. I didn't say shit, Because like if you truly say if like you're mixed, you're like half Asian and half black, you're not doing that to like kids who are like half black and half Asian, but you're doing it to like kids who have white genetics in them. It's very bizarre, Just ask me for help if you need help. So I was like at the park a while ago. If I sit in grass and make my ass grow, whatever, you know what I mean? My Irish side. So there's like two Asian girls, because I get my spirituality from my Japanese side, right? So I was just on the grass. They were like looking at me, right? They were just studying me. They're like, oh, that's some white girl shit. Like, they just left. The stuff that I was like doing, like observing nature and just being one with nature. You know what I mean? Playing in the rain and they just left. Anyways, yeah, it's white girl stuff, and I'm glad I did it. Like, it was really fun. When you going in the woods and just like being free and connecting with earth and telling the birds I love you and all that Cinderella shit, like, it's fun. I had no idea only white girls do that. Deadass. I was just enjoying what I like my genetics. Like, I feel so free talking to the birds, raccoons, and ants and all of that shit. I do. Okay. And I like to go for walks, and I like open free land. I do. Why not? Anyways, speaking of my Sagittarius placement, so I have two placements of Sagittarius. One is my Japanese side, and then the other one is my Italian side. And because Sagittarius rules long distance travel, options and all of that stuff, yeah. And is ruled by the planet Jupiter, and Jupiter is like expanding, And then Sagittarius deals with higher education, so your mind is expanding, when you get degrees and stuff like that, when you get out of high school. Right? Speaking of like foreign stuff, you know what I mean? I'm like, why do I attract a lot of like Asian people? You know what I mean? Like before I found out I had a lot of Japanese in me, right? Right? The planet of expansion, long distance travel, and all of that stuff. And then it used to annoy me because Sagittarius is like, it's a free, they seek freedom, Sagittarius. So I don't like it when people have that like cult mind, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, really? Is that the only option you have? Like, why are you projecting that onto me? You know what I mean? Like, no, And then I have it on North Node, Sagittarius North Node. And the North Node is my Japanese side too, Oops. And my other placement of my Sagittarius, you know what? The pills cannot hold my phone anymore. Let's see. Chill the fuck out, bro. There. So my other Sagittarius placement, my Italian placement, I have it in the 12th house. I already said that, like in one of my videos. Again, expansion. So the 12th house is the house of the subconscious, things that are hidden, things that you can't see, you know what I mean? Things that you just put, in the dark, basically. Yeah, this is the imagination house, right? It's the house of Pisces. So, again, the planet of expansion. So, like, if you're delusional, right? I see that, right? And you don't, get it checked, and you're just like living in lies and stuff like that. It's gonna expand. It's gonna become bigger and bigger. It's gonna take, it's gonna take you over, whatever. Like, take all over your existence and stuff. It's making you uncomfortable, like, you guys. Yeah. Don't feed lies. You know what I mean? It's just lies. It's not that serious. Like, if you have shame, it's gonna expand. Deadass. I see that all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, how long have this people been living in this lie and this shame for, And I'm like, I don't want to get influenced by it. So I'm like, because it's Sagittarius, right? I don't want to be restricted mentally, my subconscious, to be like restricted by something that's not true, Just because I learned it somewhere else. Again, you have to clean your mind, like, when you travel, because what's meant for someone is not meant for you. You're a completely different person. Again, Sagittarius, they're very free thinkers, so think for yourself, right? It's a fire sign. Be confident, bro, right? Be confident in your subconscious. Right? So, yeah. And I have Virgo in the 9th house. The 9th house is the house of Sagittarius. And Virgo's the house of, Virgo rules your health. They're clean freaks, right? If you don't, say like you clean after yourself, your environment, right? That's the physical side of it. It's gonna pile up and it's gonna overwhelm you. It's better to just tackle it, while you're at it. Like, get rid of it, like, one by one, so you don't get overwhelmed later on. Be structured. I like that placement, Virgo in the 9th house. Speaking of Virgo in the 9th house, ignore my socks up there. My feet gets really cold at nighttime. I can't sleep if I don't have socks in my feet. But yeah, because I get cold. I don't know, maybe because I'm petite. The thing is, I don't get cold up here. I wonder why, right? Anyways, so the window's there, right? Let me show you. I don't sleep on this side, so I just like fold my blankets there. Because, yeah, mama gets cold, right? And it works for me. Look at this. So, and I'm really small, so I can just like sleep here, and I have my stuff here. So I have my eye drops when I go to bed. Oh, Murphy. What is a Murphy? The Smurfs. And this green stuff. My spray, body spray, I use it before I go to bed. It calms me down. And yeah. marfio. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My crazy pill is finishing. It's not a crazy pill. You can find it at the dollar store. It's for my hormones because, you know, women are crazy. We get crazy. It's like $4. But yeah, look, they have the men one too. But 25 caplets. But yeah, it's like this big. And you swallow it. It's pink, right? It's good for your hormones. And your hormones does drive you crazy. That's why I call it my crazy pills. Let me take my crazy pills. And if I get pain, I take Tylenol. Advil's too strong for me. Tylenol, perfect.